as you may be prepping for the worst case or best case scenarios. Therefore, the best case scenarios are those you'll find the best for preparations, and you'll find to be that work for the best case or worst case events. Then, what is utmost importance are to be revealed in categories of ranges of being highs and lows of seriousness. So the things that you know are what matters, and you know how. Otherwise, the terms of importance is not needed to test is needed for one's test as one's self-control to be imprinted an impression, to find what is wanted and needed, and find the feelings that keep this imprinted impression in the vivid proportions in your mind, so you know what's serious and what is not. And then you may see through the views of the scenery and find what started your ride through this journey of old and new things to do, and old and new things that may have been able to do, you haven't done yet. Then getting the spin situation, the parallel moments that you may spend through an escape of the moments of utmost difficulties, or how to display a position, the sorrow and talent to release through our abilities of efficiency and bound to decency. You might have stand out or started out, and it could be a dubious way of searching for your answer, and erroneous mistakes of the brilliance of the time that was spent in the question to find the answer within, to find what works within for what is that works. So that is the question to know, and in this is to be explained what really what really is the answer. Therefore, what is, it does is what it does, and what it's like is. And this is known to be there for what is chance to find the right time and right place to find what really is. Then taking it and then brought it again to say and know how. There's always a try of the situation to overlook and make what is condolences to those frontiers of tears you may find for your insanity or sane ways, or to find your sanity, to gain back your dignity, the answer that you have lost from the question that lost you in your way, to find the right answer. Because this is an opening statement to what you may be able to hold, and that's what it was told in the words, the way and through the time and statement made for the matters to what really is. It's always a question to the answer to the best or worst case scenarios of those results. Then to know this is what you might want to forget and move on to what is important. Therefore, this could be intriguing to know do not, you may, or you do not have every occasion printed out to the impression that it would be to the right occasion to express and know how it's told to what you feel is bold enough to express what is known, or to what is needed to finish the expression impression to, or even more, even when you began your fate in the hope of understanding where you're preparing for the long haul. Whereas this is what you're propelled to do, is just do it. When its time is right to live in life to the fullest and capable of your preparations. Likewise, this is what is began as a choice as you choose. Otherwise, you might as soon be able to see what you've been prepared for your preparation to be prepared, so that you may know your conclusion that what might not be able to see in the end of the parade to show you know how to go and the know how of your perspective that lives within the life and receive the joy of your life when you found the answer. Therefore, and what you might do and what you might not do is filled to know through plan and journey of knowing everything that is true to the plan that works for you. And as you know, in this plan, as to know what is told to be true. Also, your soul is sold to transcend to your self-worth and fate and its worth to know the safe ride that lives inside and outside your comfort zone, and what is kept within to be spread out as you naturally do. And through ourselves, you see the finish line that started, yet the state and morality and knowing the moral compass that lives within is always what is transcended out to be, as you see, is your comfort within me. The standard of knowledge obtained, and thus knowledge to know, for what is a position of sitting there and thinking to yourself as we read through what is prepared in life. And it's just everything, whereas you know the world of ideas that work for you. Therefore, this is just a search for the reason and why we're going to be prepared and being prepared for scenarios and a situation to get in and out as fast as possible, a situation that's deemed to be bad and seems to be able to appear everywhere every so often to mean impact on your life. And you know how it's been taken on, and those thoughts will overpower you in those life perspective moments. And throughout your life, the world is the way it is forever. It's be implicit the ups and downs, ultimately find equal ground to travel forever in your tracks and knowing where your travels have taken you in horrible crashes and events and experiences that never end when complacency is set in and you found yourself in a situation of not knowing where you're at. Then again, in the likelihood of turning out a well polished performance, making your abilities define what works for you is the best case to know where you came from and where you're going. Therefore, your choices must be safe for your travels, a road to choose to learn the reflections across your mind of good and bad advice. It's taking you to hear it, finding the wisdom of these thoughts and intriguing what will work. Then you got yourself into you get yourself out. Or if you ever touch if this situation's ever touched your heart to know that you have a place in this place that you've been to this place before, somewhere or other. And the chances in a balance in a good life, and you know how it's crossed your mind and protected your soul, and it reflect your soul to know how to see these things that are standing in your shoes. Therefore, as our feet are ambiguous, repetitious, and perpetual and consolatory new moves and impressions, the winning and losing heat of the moment, reflecting up and down upon your body to move you in directions you don't know or you want to be going. And in the twilight, in the wake of the hours, return of the sun, it needed to be done, and you find yourself in the places you were propelling to go. And spellbinding visions of built up anger to know you and me around a battle through this bleaking moments that are tough in a battle that fit the wits to find what's right and wrong and gather thoughts on anger. And even clear everything away when you have found your hunger that filled your propelling nature to be fulfilled. For the one you have seen enough, you know enough, and you should have enough to throw those words out in your mind upon the world of other worlds of ideas, and find your land and your grass, and your abilities to give you what you've been searching for again, then again, and was understood in the hearts of what is connection to our mind on the journey of someone else's area of expertise. But now you learn the skill to travel on your own 2 feet to be completed from your journeys. And then you cross those roads and open those bridges, and they've been there before as your travels have taken you into ways that are in and out of this world of thought and visions and completion of what you have done. And then again, the incentive to attack the problems is an attack on you because you got to be ready for those critical situations in any situation. You know your fate and functional character, pushing profound details of scripture, hitting your heart with the fulfillment so times to be imprinted in your mind forever.